the spoken word or language, does it convey belief? Do you think that people say what they mean? We think it is a rare person who speaks what they mean. We think you speak what you've been taught to say. Words are scanty in relationship to vibration. On the furthest extension, there is action. And then just back from it, there is language. And back from that, there is thought. But so close to thought is energy. And so close to that is source, or all that is. In other words, everything is vibration. And so out here in this physical world, so many of you have come to rely on actions and words, not taking into consideration the vibrational content that is behind them, even though 100% of the way everything in your life is working out is because of the vibration that you're offering. So the conversation that we're having with you, we just want to point out that your language often confuses you about what's really going on vibrationally and prevents you from feeling your relationship with who you really are. So you become actors and speakers rather than feelers and creators. While you do use your language to deceive yourself and others about your true vibration, you also are using your technology in many ways to deceive yourself and others about your true vibration. The internet, with the technology of it, the vibration of it, the electronics of it, it is the closest thing that exists on your planet to law of attraction and the way law of attraction works, which means that there has never been a more important time for you as individuals to manage your own gap. In other words, in the same way we said several years ago that the technology of the search engines were going to be the basis of the technology as it's moving forward, because this glut of information, you have to find some way of sifting and filtering through it. Otherwise, it's just chaos. So when you open your computer and it just brings chaos to you, if you can't make some sense of it in some way that's meaningful to you, then it's just a bad experience. And so in a similar way, just let's talk about the physical world that surrounds you, with all of the details and all of the opinions and all of the beliefs, most of which have little or nothing to do with you. But the more of it that you take in, that you bring into your filters, the more of it you take in, the more out of control it is. In other words, when you take the time, when you acknowledge that the vibrational reality exists, and you take the time to tune yourself to it, it's like setting yourself up with a search engine that has searching and finding capabilities, the likes of which you have never even come close to in your human technology through the internet. In other words, this vortex of creation that law of attraction has assembled, all of these cooperative components, big stuff is going on there. It's a reality that exists. If you just take the time to simply find something to bask about, something to appreciate about. Appreciation is the fastest key into the vortex that we know. Meditation is another. Then you can just set aside layers and layers and layers and layers of struggle and sifting and sorting, and just get into the vortex. You already did the sifting. It's like you've already done all of the legwork. You've already done all of the data collection. You've already put all of the components for your masterful search in this vortex of creation. And now the one last thing that you need to do in order to have a full-blown manifestation of all of the best things that life has caused you to ask for is you've just got to get into the vortex. You don't have to search through the archives. You don't have to do anything other than get happy right now. It's all for the feeling of expansion. And so everything that happens, no matter how it feels when it's happening, every piece of contrast causes an expansion of you into a new place that when you come into alignment with it, you're going to soar in a way you've never soared before. But so many times you say, oh, but in the pain of the contrast, it's not worth it. And we say, yes, it is, every single time. Every time something causes you to feel that discord that you call injustice, or you call someone not doing their job, or you call unfairness, or you call even myself not being where I want to be. Every time you feel the discord of something not going the way you think you want it to go, know that there's power in it that has shot a rocket out, And the reason that it is significant is because when you shoot out a rocket, you have the opportunity to get in sync for the joy of a joyous ride. It's not about what anybody else thinks. It's just for the joy of your own ride, period, every single time.